Welcome to this week's Teacher Devotion. Today we're going to talk about conflict. Colossians 4:6 says, "Let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone." Sometimes you just had it. Your patience wears thin with students who keep misbehaving. Students want to know if you're going to stand firm at that time or if you're going to collapse under the pressure that they're putting on you. Classroom rules are essential, and if you fail to enforce those rules, you will lose more than the battle. You will lose your students' respect. You cannot afford to give up, and you cannot afford to give in. Students are more secure when their teacher enforces the rules, and they set those boundaries. God is your refuge in these stressful times. You must depend on His constant abiding presence to be there for you. Whisper a silent inward cry for the help, and heavens will stand alert. Ask God for help and don't rely on your own stamina or your own abilities. God's supernatural wisdom and strength are available to you in an instant. Just ask, very silently, just whisper under your breath, "Help me." Be slow to speak. Allow yourself time to think before you say or do anything. Lectures do not work, and repeated warnings do not work. Have a plan of action before the conflict. Follow the plan, and stress will often indicate that you have failed to follow your plan. You are in charge, and anger is unnecessary. Anger belittles your position and causes you to lose your students' respect. Love the child and correct the behavior. The behavior is not the child. The behavior is his childishness. Foolishness is found in the heart of a child, but correction will help set it right and put him right on the correct path. Proverbs 22:15. Season your words with grace and salt, which is love and firmness. That will eventually help your students to understand that you're working for them and not against them. Consistent training in self-control will teach students respect and obedience for leaders and for other people. Most misbehavior will gradually fade away when you give them loving correction. Be loving and firm with a serving and caring attitude. Without grace and love, your students will perceive your firmness as personal attack. Make sure that you restore the child after discipline. Our prayer for this week is, "Dear God, I want to control my tongue when students push me too far. When I have to be salt to cleanse the behavior of my students, let it always be for their good and not because I'm angry and irritated with them." I pray this devotion is helpful to you. Thank you for joining me this week. Have a blessed day.